in the Comox Valley. Not just about what's going on with us today, but the Highland Festival and the Drama Festival. And it just brings me back to those days in the early 70s when my father, Kim Cattrall, did a season at the Wiggle Theater. And how excited I was to be performing in my hometown with a company of actors from my hometown. And that is really one of the reasons that I've always wanted to be an actress, is because when you do a play or a film or a television series, you are immediately part of a community. You are bringing together people to tell a story about what it is to be human. And that touches, hopefully, everyone, because that's why we like stories. That's why there's the Greek gods and the Roman gods, and those stories about really just being human. When I walked down 5th Street the other day, I was really missing the Quirky Bakery. Where I used to pinch cinnamon rolls. You'd have to pay at the very end, so I'd keep one in the line. And all of that period of time, and I just keep coming back to it. John, I don't remember the raft, I'm sorry. And I do know that I have very limited athletic abilities. I also feel that it's very important at this point in my life to pass the baton. And what are we here but to service the next generation? This means a tremendous amount to me. I don't have children of my own, and I'm okay with that. Really, I'm okay with that. But what I do have is a life of experience in a classroom and outside of the classroom. And it is my great joy and pleasure to impart that to young actors and performers about my journey in some germ, in some way, to give them courage, to give them fortitude, because it's not an easy road to be an artist in today's society. We are pushed aside and thought is unimportant. And sadly, when I was inducted to the Canadian Walk of Fame in /09, the day that I was inducted was a huge article in the Globe and Mail. And on the headline it says, BC slashes funding from 13 million to 3 million. And I thought, how can a province as prosperous as British Columbia cut funding for the arts? And in my speech accepting the honor of being inducted to the Canadian Walk of Fame, I said, I thanked the Canadian funding for the arts because without those programs, which were here in the Comox Valley, I don't know if even today I would be standing in front of you. So we need to give back, not just in money, but in attendance of what's going on in this community. When I hear that the Vancouver Playhouse in Vancouver is shutting after almost 40-something years and providing top-class theater to the audience in Vancouver, which had companies that were touring the province to really show people, students and families, what it is to go to a theater, what it is to be exposed to something other than what their life provides. This is in danger, and I really want to encourage you to write, especially in the province of British Columbia, to your Congress, to your ministers, to your congressmen, whatever, get this revoked, because we really need to invest in this generation. You saw how wonderfully talented these kids are. It's really, this comes out of their imagination and my life. It's funny, when I saw it at Vanny, it was shorter, and then after I gave a talk, it got a little bit longer. But that's who they are. Their minds are like trapped, you know, and that's just so exciting to witness. Just that kind of energy of wanting to learn and get better at what you do. That's always been my plus as far as my other actors are concerned. I never really feel that I know enough. And when I come here at home, I just feel one of you. I come from very simple roots, happily. My mom is here, my sisters, my brother, my nieces, my nephews. They're all here to support me, and that has always been an amazing foundation for in whatever you want to do. But to be an artist is to be vulnerable, as I said earlier. So please, buy art, go see theater, buy a ticket to a Canadian film, can you imagine? Maybe even try to watch the CBC. I just feel that we are a great country. We have tremendous artists at our disposal, and they really have something to say about the way that Canadians view the world, and it should be heard. So thank you for this great honor. I am so thrilled to be inducted into the Walk of Achievement today, to join my fellow honorees. I am the first woman. I am very proud. Here that I would like to thank, and one of them is Mr. Gayu. He was my English teacher at Brooklyn Elementary, and he was the one who said to me, I was an okay student, sort of okay student, and he said to me, I have this play called Piplet's Only a Sniffle, and I want you to audition for it. And I did, and I had so much fun. And then I got a scholarship to the Courtney Summer School. And then I got another scholarship, and then I went to England, and all of these things happened. So our teachers, as our artists, they're so underpaid and so undervalued, except in the performance. And the other person who isn't here, of course, is my dad, who passed away February the 2nd. And sadly, he would have been so proud to be part of this week of festivities. It would have been an absolute dream for him. He was a difficult, complicated man, and all of his energy always went into our futures. Sometimes not our present, but our futures. And I thank him for that. He always said to me, show him what you got, kid. And I continue to do that. Thank you for this great honor. Thank you to all of you. David and, well, first of all, this woman here. I've always done things for Jackie, and I will continue to do things for Jackie. Not just because she's Jackie, because she's the bestest friend that I ever had. To Laura Macy, who's done this wonderful job with the kids, and this whole, also the kids from George P. Banyan, and also Mr. Schelling, who's been so gracious, and Diane and Gail at the Sid Williams Theater, and just this amazing festivity. I know you all want to go and have lunch. I am so hungry, and I've got to go to the facility, so I won't keep you any longer. I'm going to say thank you for coming out and supporting me. And if you have a child who wants to get in the arts, back her or him 100%.